Well, I'm just going to pretend to be a groupie and be here cheering the band
Excellent.
on quietly.
That's
Hey
so
guys,
nice.
you've got
We'll
your
need
first
some groupies.
groupie.
I be the groupie.
Perfect.
Got a little goblin groupie.
Fantastic. Love it. He's your
That
first number
sounds
one
perfect.
fan.
It
Now
is
don't
my
worry, there
job
is no
every
singing.
night.
There is
Be
no
the
singing
groupie.
involved in this session.
Well,
Okay. So, I've just had a little look at last week's forum comments. Okay, so April, who's got her band name sorted. Tufguy is joining us. Okay, Tufguy, please read your notifications. Okay, more herding cats. Hang on. Okay, so April, would you like to read out just to tell everybody why you've decided on your band name, what your band name is, and what your special requests are? I love it, by the way.
To be honest, I haven't.
You can't remember what you wrote
At
now,
this
can you?
moment, I don't have my forum opened at this moment. Let me see.
I can cut and paste it for you if you want.
Yes.
Here you are. Here you go.
Oh, can you hear that? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, the
Oh my
lady in the
goodness.
corner.
That's not my
it's her.
mistake.
Sorry, she is going to go. She's
Sorry,
going to go. Honestly, I'm going to kill her.
Oh, nice.
So sorry. She's so annoying, isn't she? I've been playing Katie with a little character that pops up on the forum, but every time you open a page, she pops up. She's so stupid. Hello, you made it. Well done. Oh my goodness. Shut up. Sorry guys. Fail. Hashtag fail.
Oh,
I like the demands.
yeah.
Am I the man, Katie? So, my name is April, and my musical name is that right? Musical name or
Stage name. My stage name maybe. Or professional name. Yeah.
My stage is Sissy Bond. Why I chose this name? I think it is a little bit play of the words. My name is April Sis, so Sis is actually that part of my name, but and Bon is good actually in French, and in French you if you know French a little bit, you frequently hear maybe somebody said, c'est bon. That means, oh, that's good. And so it is a little bit a play of of words. Here I took that ceci. I changed it to cis, and bon. I made it female. I made it female. I made it female to bon. So it is sissy bon, and it sounds nice. It's shiny.
I like it.
Me too.
It's nice and easy to
Very
say as
clever.
well. And you can imagine
It's
somebody
very clever
being,
to do that.
yeah, presenting Sissy Bong.
Here she is.
And then
Yeah, that's it, Monik. Here she is. You've all been waiting for her. It's Sissy Bong.
yeah,
Woo!
nice to say.
Okay, groupies. Okay.
So, before we go on to April's demands that she needs to keep her happy, has anybody else come up with a stage name? I think Katie, if you were to join the band, Katie would be perfect, by the way. But has anyone else come up with a name, or do you want to keep
That's
your?
a really tricky name.
Yeah, it's nice though, because people look at it, and then when they figure out it's Katie, Tough Guy can hear us but can't see us. Okay. We can't see you either, Tough Guy, but you can hear us.
But
Try.
yeah, because
You might need to relog, Tough Guy. I haven't. Oh, I've got you as being nearby. But I can't actually see you any. Can anybody see Tough Guy? Is it just me?
not yet.
No, I'm expanding my view out, so I'm trying to do it slowly in case anybody's watching the stream. You do, Traum. Where is he? It's the invisible man.
Try to see you. I can see you.
Okay, I can't. Maybe it's me.
Oh, I cannot.
Well, I can't see either.
No. It's a mystery, Tough Guy. It's a mystery.
Okay, I just TP him.
Yeah, I've already TP'd him. Ah, there he is! Tough Guy, you're with us.
There
Yay! Well done. Well done. I don't know where you ended up, Tough Guy. So, Tough Guy, this is Katie.
found you.
Katie, this is Tough Guy.
Hi.
Hi.
It's all right. We're not outnumbered by women. It's okay. We're safe.
Yeah, Marco's
They're all nice.
Marco's abandoned you, Tough Guy. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. Any names? So, band names. Okay. Or stage names or professional names. Has anybody come up with their stage name apart from April? Monique, have you decided on one?
Me?
Yep.
Yes, maybe I thought about that last week and I was thinking about Nikki. Monique, Nikki. I don't know.
So, how would you spell it? Because there's
You
lots of
prefer
ways to spell Nikki.
Yeah, I know. Let me choose one of them. Say something like this.
Nikki, okay. Nikki. So we got Nikki and
Nikki.
Sissy Bon. Excellent. Shiny? Have you decided on a stage name, or do you just want to be Shiny? Because remember, I don't mind if you want to keep your avatar name. That's absolutely fine. Did you want to change to a stage name, Shiny, or did you want to be Shiny? And Traum. Let you think. Okay. What about Traum? Did you want to be Traumwelt in the band, or did you want to have a new name? Do you want to be Hermine in the
Okay,
band?
ask is not the stage name for the whole group. You want to know the name of myself.
Yeah, your own name within the band, because quite often pop stars, they'll change their name. Like Reg Smith doesn't sound so rock and roll, so they'll become they'll choose a stage name.
Spicy. From the Spice Girls. From Scary Spice.
True. It's
Okay, just to sort
Sunny.
of
Sunny. I am Sunny.
Fanny.
Is that allowed? Yeah.
You can be Fanny if you want to. It'll go down a storm in the UK.
Sunny.
Please.
Sunny.
Sunny. That's probably safer. I was a bit worried. I would be fine in America,
Yeah.
but probably not so hot in the UK. But you'd be very popular.
Or
so
Australia.
Oh yeah,
Australia,
you've got the
you
same
don't
problem
really
as.
either.
I love the way Americans call a bum bag a fanny pack, because I'm like, oh, that is so rude.
I know, I laugh very hard when I hear that.
Okay, so we've got Nikki, Sunny, we've got Sissy Bon. Tough Guy, have you thought of a band name? Do you want to be Tough Guy? Do you want to be is it Rorio from the forum? Yeah, Rorio. Rory? Rory's a bit rock and roll,
Could
isn't
you please
it?
repeat the question? I didn't hear you.
Okay, you
Are you
need
asking
you need a band name,
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
stage name. If, for example, if I were to ask you who this person was, hang on, who is, and have you ever heard of Reginald White? Yeah? Have you
No.
ever heard of Reginald Dwight? Any of you? Do you know?
No.
Do you know him? Ever met him? Ever heard
Actually,
him?
I haven't either. No.
No? Oh. Who? Yeah. He's otherwise known as Elton John.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, his real name, he was born Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Okay.
interesting.
But who's ever heard of a rock and roll star called Reginald?
Yeah.
So it's quite common for people to change their name in order to become more rock and roll, easier to remember, or maybe because there's already a Reginald Dwight who's famous and you don't want to share. Like Paul, if you were christened, if you were born into the family McCartney and they christened you Paul, you probably wouldn't want to join a band and be called Paul McCartney, because people would have. Well, I wouldn't do it because it's so uncool, but other people might not do it because it would be confusing.
Teacher, is that referred to as a pseudonym or pseudonym?
Pseudonym,
Is that what it means?
it can be, yeah, but pseudonym can also have
When you
different.
take one.
Yeah, it can be. You might take on a pseudonym or a nom de plume when you're an author. It can also mean it's your crime name if you want to be a criminal. You might want a pseudonym too. So stage name is more to do with fame and changing your name for sort of famous reasons. Professional actors, singers would take on a stage name. Pseudonym can be that, of course, as it's a different name, but there are other uses for
So it's
having
like
a pseudonym.
a wider use for that word.
Yeah,
pseudonym.
exactly. But if you want
Like
to,
an umbrella.
if you want to look at stage names, there are some fantastic ones, and you just, when you find out this famous person, what they were born as, it can be quite amusing.
You know, David Bowie. David Bowie's real name was the same name as that singer from the Monkees, and I've forgotten his name.
Oh yeah, Davy.
So he had to
Davy Jones. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
So that
it.
was David Bowie's real name, so he had to change it to David Bowie.
Exactly, because
the
Davy
guy from
Jones
the
would be
Monkees was
fine.
already famous.
Yeah, but you don't want to share the same name as another famous person. You have a famous DJ called Reggie. Reggie, yeah. Well, Reggie's okay. Reggie's kind of rock and roll. Reginald, no, not so much.
Yeah.
Reginald, come here. So this is your chance to have your own stage name, okay? But as I say, you don't have to. There's no have to. Okay, I'll just close down. We've got, at the moment, Monik, Nikki, Tramvelt, Sunny, and April Sissibon. And I'm going to be Bunny, of course. Okay.
You are the teacher.
No, that's not rock and roll.
Original, let's say.
Okay.
And I'll just stay KT like that, so I'm a groupie.
Yeah, Katie is fine. I think Katie's kind of rock and roll anyway. We got KD Lang, so Katie is
KD,
already, Katie is definitely rock and roll enough. Okay, so we're getting there. Now, April, you also had some demands that you wanted before you would even appear here. So what were your demands?
So I don't think I'm so bad that I have extraordinary demands. So this is just a little bit of my request. I think it's reasonable. 2 pancakes with 22 centimeter of diameter. Oh, I have, that is in addition, I will ask more details. I will demand more details about my pancakes when it is in conversation then, because it's not only 22 centimeter of diameter, but the thinness of the pancakes is also important for me. And then for the pancakes, I need some vanilla ice cream. Vanilla and not anything else. A fresh orange juice, pure, without sugar, room temperature. But I want also to be a little bit awakened. I want a cup of latte with 2 sugars in a medium milk. Oh, sorry, I have said cup. A medium milk. Not too bad, not too big, not too little. And a glass of spa mineral water. I don't want any other brand except spa. With bubbles. And not too cold. And in detail, I will ask also the real temperature of this water, because I don't want it cold and I don't want it too warm also. And the room temperature, that's very important, because I don't like to come in a room where it is cold. I can't support it. I can't bear it. So it has to be 23 to 24 degrees room temperature. It's a little bit higher than in my place. Preheat it an hour before.
Okay, I think that's all doable, don't you guys? That's not too demanding, is it? I'm a bit worried about the thinness or the thickness of the pancakes, because sometimes, pancakes are a bit hit and miss. You never can be quite sure how thick or thin they're going to turn out.
I don't mind those sort of demands as long as you're going to share.
That's true.
I'll be hanging around you with my little paw out, my little hand out open. Drop a crumb.
Okay, I made a couple of changes, April. For example, the mineral water, we say carbonated rather than with bubbles. Carbonated, yeah? And then the vanilla, and you did correct yourself actually when you read it out. Not vanilla ice cream. Yeah? Vanilla ice, I think, is actually a stage name, believe it or not. Really bad. Don't look it up on YouTube. But vanilla ice is actually you remember that song? Ice, Ice Baby. Dum, 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 dum. Ice, Ice Baby. He didn't actually, it was a big scandal. He didn't even sing it. But he's meant to be some kind of rapper. So asking for vanilla ice, April, might be a bit too demanding. I want vanilla ice in my dressing room. Yeah, well, you can ask him. Oh, April's crashed. No. Okay, it happens. Oh, have you? Has she? Is she still here? No, she's offline.
Same.
Darn it. That happens. She's still showing up on my chat. It's weird. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be able to join us. So did anybody else come up with some outrageous demands?
I could have a stack of waffles as high as my head, covered in, topped in bacon, crispy bacon, and with lashings of Canadian syrup.
Maple syrup. So, a
Yeah.
stack of waffles. Wow. As
As
high.
tall as I am.
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
tinies are fueled by waffles. That's the same.
Okay. So covered with a topping of crispy bacon, topped with crispy bacon, yeah?
Yeah. And lashings, which mean, I don't know, lashings means a lot.
A lot, yes.
Oh,
Lashings
of,
of. And has it got to be Canadian maple syrup?
yeah, because the other stuff's not real. The other
Okay.
stuff's just full of sugar flavor. But the Canadian syrup's really nice.
Excellent. That's a great demand, actually. That's my kind of demand.
And I'll be happy. I'll lay in the corner and try and digest it or take it all down.
I think after eating your own weight in waffles, you probably need a couple of hours downtime. Traum, okay, you would ask for how many Kit Kats? Remember, when you're making demands, you have to be quite specific. I liked Katie's because she said as tall as I am. So you know exactly how many waffles that is. So how many Kit Kats?
Okay, at least 100. Let's say.
Okay, at least
Oh my God,
100.
that's too much. I'm gonna die that night.
Well, it might not all be for you. You might have a big entourage. By the way, entourage, there's a nice word. Yeah?
I'll be part of your entourage.
I'd love to have an entourage. Does anybody
Groupies
here
are
have
always
their own
part of the
entourage?
If you're lucky.
Traum, have you got an entourage when you're teaching? Do you have an entourage? Tough guy?
Yes.
Do you have an entourage? Would you like one?
What is this?
Ah, that's the question I'm waiting for. So, if you're an important person, like a VIP, yeah, your entourage is the group of people that are just there for you. I mean, you can have a personal assistant. That's one person who might be there for you. But an entourage is all the what we might call hangers-on. Yeah.
Yeah. Not always in a good way.
Yes, exactly. So,
usually trying to eat all your food and get your
eat all your Kit
friends to rub
Kats and your waffles. So an entourage
In
is a
other
group
words-
of people who basically attend you and they surround you and you feel important because you've got your own entourage, okay? Hangers on. Of course you have, absolutely. So you might, Monique, you might need 100 Kit Kats to keep your entourage happy. They might be Kit Kat addicts.
Exactly.
Exactly. So yeah, you
That's
have.
it.
We talked about groupies last week and your number one fan in your fan clubs, but you might have an entourage too. Now you tend to have to pay an entourage. That's the downside. They don't tend to work as volunteers, I'm afraid. But it'd be people like your publicist, your personal assistant, maybe somebody from the record company who's been sent to look after you, make sure your demands are met, you're happy. It's all part of being a diva. And as you say, Monik, it's part of being a famous band. It's part of fame. You get one whether you want one or not. So, Sunny, Traum, what are your outrageous demands? Oh, April's back. Welcome back, April. Yeah, Traum, what demands would you make? Remember, it doesn't have to be food. It can be fluffy towels or...
For me, you're breaking up from time to time, Lynn.
Oh,
Could you
sorry.
repeat the question?
Yes, what demands would you make to have in your...
About sweets? So, I understand what you mean. Okay. I would like to have a hairdresser with me who makes my hair and my nails.
Excellent. A personal hairdresser, a personal stylist even, maybe. Ah, fantastic. That was a really good one, actually, Tram. It's almost tempting. Hi, April. Welcome back. I don't know what happened to you. You were here, but you weren't here.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, and even when I close the Firestorm, I still could hear you all. It's terrible.
Remember,
And I think, where did the sound come from?
Yeah, Vivox. Vivox runs the sound stream. So even though you've crashed, sometimes your viewer has crashed. If the Vivox stream hasn't crashed, yeah, it's like being a ghost. It's weird. But welcome back. You're back. You're in the room.
I really need to clear the cache, Lynn.
Yes, I keep telling you. Okay, well, I want pink fluffy bunny slippers in the dressing room. Okay, I want my own pink fluffy bunny slippers. Okay. So, Shiny, have you got any demands? Tufguy, have you got any demands to add to the band's demands?
No.
Oh, you're so easy. Shiny? Okay, if you want to add to it for next week, because I'm going to try to meet your demands next week, okay? I'm going to see if I can manage to meet your demands backstage, okay, and see how well I do. You're still thinking, Shiny. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, April. Yes, don't go, oh, but I wanted later. That was your chance. If before next week you think of something, add it to the forum, but try to do it before the Tuesday. Don't do it on the Tuesday. It will be too late then. But I'll see if I can meet your demands, our demands for next week. I've got quite a list there, haven't I? I'm not sure about the spa mineral water, April. Your demand for that particular brand might prove an issue on copyright. Oh, hang on. Monik's suddenly got all demanding. Okay, let's have a look. It's typical, isn't it? Okay. We'll see what we can do. So, yeah, bands can be demanding and famous people can be demanding. I think we can all be demanding sometimes. But this is your chance to be as demanding as you want to be. Okay. I've got a... hang on, I'm just making sure I've got it, and it's the latest version because I've been working on it. Has anybody heard of Spinal Tap?
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay.
It's not a surgery.
It sounds a little bit like some kind of surgical intervention. It sounds terrible, yes. Spinal Tap.
It's a band, isn't it?
It is the name of a fictional group. Okay, it's the name. Oh. It's the name of a very famous film, and out of that film grew a myth. And the film was called This Is Spinal Tap. Okay, and it's a spoof of a documentary following this fictional band. Okay, so what I've done, I've written a little tribute to Spinal Tap. Okay, just part of the film, and I've changed it a bit for language. If you watch the film, you'll know why. Okay. And at the
It's obviously not a
moment,
PG film.
well, it probably is nowadays, actually, but back then it was a little bit racy on the old, on the old vocabulary, shall we say. Now I'm just trying to find my edited copy, and as ever, it's gone missing. Let me just see if I can find it here. Okay, so talk among yourselves, and I'll see if I can find my edited copy, because I don't want to give you the unedited copy. That would be a disaster.
In a funeral, shiny only.
Pardon? Sorry?
No, shiny. She
Shine.
wrote something in local. Where is your boy, shiny? Okay.
Oh,
I hope you get well soon.
yeah. I hope you feel better soon. It's not nice to be sick.
Yeah, it sucks.
Mm.
There's a spa water. I think it's spa water.
Oh. Is that might be like mineral water that we drink here. There's lots of minerals in it. We call it mineral water.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Welcome
note
back.
to self.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Note to self. When you save something to a shared drive, make sure you're actually on the network when you save it. I saved it. I'd done the work, but then I realised, oh no, I was actually offline when I saved it. So let's see if this has worked, and then we can do the clean version, the non-sweary version. And if you want to have the sweary version, you'll have to find it yourself online, okay?
No, that's all right. I think the clean one will be good.
Yeah, exactly.
we
It's always
we will get
dangerous.
the gist of it, the understanding of it.
Okay, 2 files changed. That's fine. I should find it now. Okay, so we've got a couple of people in here. We've got a promoter. Okay. Does anybody know what I mean by a promoter?
The person in charge of make the arrangements or to set the how can I say that? Yeah, the performances to talk to different people just to arrange everything.
That tends to be your band manager or your
So it's not like the advertising thing then.
yeah, to promote. Yeah, publicity. Yeah, exactly. The promoter has to come up with, and if you think the band demands are outrageous, promoters can get really crazy. They're responsible to promote them, to make you famous. Yeah, to make sure that your tour is successful and that your fans are as manic as they were when they first heard you. So basically the promoter's aiming at Katie, really, your groupie, not necessarily making you happy though. So we need a promoter and we need a couple of band members. For this, okay, I've split it down to just 2 band members. Okay, so I'm going to share a text with you. I'm hoping it's okay. You know, I always do this very on the fly, but I'll share the note card with you and then take a little bit of time just to read through it, okay? I'm just trying to find my note cards. Where are they?
Lynn,
Yes.
can you ask the link to the live stream because your voice is breaking up here? Maybe
Is
we
it?
can hear
Oh no,
in
sorry.
the...
Yeah, sure.
I don't know why.
I don't know either. I don't think it's breaking up on live stream. Let's hope. Let's get the live stream there. Remember, there's a delay though, so what I say in world will be a little bit different to what you hear in live stream. About 6 seconds to 12 seconds delay. Just be aware. Okay. Video manager. Okay, live streaming. This is when I switch on live stream and I figure out it's not working. Okay, seems to be on. Yeah, we're there. Okay, so let me find you the link, and you can see if it's working. April, you can let me know if it's if the voice is working there. Okay, fingers crossed. I think the live stream takes it directly from my computer though, so it should. You're all fine for me. It's so unfair.
I hear you quite clearly, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Call me Lynn.
I have very different latency to everybody else, probably.
Possibly, yeah. The connection, the upload connection is very important, and the download connection. So a lot of people have good download, but they don't realise you need the good upload as well. I've been learning a little bit about this, so I'm going to close it down myself because I don't want to kill my connection. And I'll just create the note card, the band. Okay. No, I just lost my cut and paste because I cut and paste the YouTube link. Hang on. Okay. Let me just make sure it's pretty enough. So I need 3 volunteers who've got voice. Sorry, Shiny, you won't be able to. And remember, we can change the script. It's not written in stone. So if you have any ideas or suggestions, we can very easily change it.
Yes, if you want, I'll volunteer.
Okay, thank you, Traum. Thank you. So I'll give you the note card. Another volunteer?
Me too.
Okay, Monique, thank you. You can see what I'm doing on my PC, exactly. Not a lot. Me 3, Shiny, you need voice. You need voice, I'm sorry. Next week, when you're better, okay? Next week, when your voice is better, then you can do it. So, April or Tufguy? Katie, if you want to.
I don't mind if other people do it.
Yeah, if everybody's feeling shy, then.
For English. But I'll take a copy of it to read later.
Sure. And any suggestions, as I say, this isn't written in stone. This was knocked together from the script online. So, okay. April, you're okay. Was that okay? Okay, you'd like to take part, or just a general, I'm okay?
Yeah, but I was too late because I heard you. I heard you also in
I
delay.
did warn
So
you the
that's
delay,
why
yes.
my answer
Okay.
is always later.
That's all right. Katie said if somebody else wants to do it, she's fine. So April, you're the third. You're the third wheel. No, you can't be the third wheel. That's so not nice thing to say. You're the third person. Okay. So you should have the note card, and I'll give you a copy, Tough Guy and Shiny as well, so you can read along and make any suggestions. So open the note card. Traum, you'll be the promoter because you were the first person to volunteer. Monique, you're band member 1, and April, you're band member 2. Okay. So Traum, promoter. Monique, band member 1, and April, band member 2. Now this is just a tribute to the band, so it's not the same as the film. I've just taken the idea and run with it. Okay, so take your time, read through the note card for a minute or so. Ask me any questions if there's anything you're not sure of. There's any words or vocabulary you don't understand.
Yes, Lynn.
Or if you think I've made a mistake. It happens.
Lynn, can you tell me how I should pronounce musically?
Musically.
Is that okay?
Yeah, musically.
Musically.
It's more of a schwa sound. Musically. Okay. So we say musical. Try it. Musical.
Musical.
Yeah. And musically. So it's almost like the A is silent, but it's just a little bit of it there. Musically. Try it.
Okay. Musically.
That's it. Lovely.
Okay. Thanks.
What does it mean? I think I do you know. I do you know what is that mean?
It's, okay, when somebody says, when they're arguing, okay, I think I do, in my solos. So I think I do that in my solos. My solos are my trademark. So if you look at the first question, the promoter asks, do you feel that you're afforded the opportunity to express yourself musically the way you'd like to? And he goes, well, I think I do, in my solos. My solos are my trademark. Okay?
So it helps to
I
emphasize,
can
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
you can, and it
maybe have to
depends
do it.
how you say it. You can be argumentative. For example, if somebody says, I'm never late, you might say, well, I think you are, as in you're wrong. We use a lot, actually, especially in the UK, as a filler. You know what filler? The ums and ahs. Too. Sorry, Katie.
And we do it here too.
Yeah, good to know.
We use it a lot here as well.
It's just it's a filler. It's like It's like Is that okay, April?
Okay. Isn't it yin yang? Shiny, maybe you know it better. Or is it yin yang? I think it's yin yang, no?
It could be, but this is Spinal Tap, okay, and it's a comedy film, and they often say the most ridiculous things. So it's sort of, the yin and the yang, and the promoter goes, yeah, the yin and the yang. So that would be sarcastic. Yeah, the yin and the yang, as in you don't know what you're talking about. And this film was, it's quite old now, showing my age, but it was a spoof of the sort of craziness that rock groups went through back then, and the kind of rock groups that would smash up hotel rooms, that would then go to India and find a guru and suddenly start dressing in kaftan. That kind of crazy time.
Are you talking about the Beatles?
Well, there were the Beatles, but there was the Rolling Stones too. Yeah, they just don't do stuff like that anymore. They're so bland nowadays,
No.
these rock groups. They're just not the same. One Direction, there.
They're just boys.
Yeah, boy bands, not... Well, I mean, the Beatles were boys, but they kind of set the bar for everybody else on how to behave outrageously. I mean, the Rolling Stones were completely outrageous. And Spinal Tap was a look at all these heavy rock groups and concept groups, Genesis and people like that really were at the top of their game then, but also were outrageous.
But they weren't quite like the Sex Pistols.
Oh no, well the Sex Pistols were later actually. The Sex Pistols came along and punk rock was really a backlash against the rock and roll era. In fact, it was, if you ask my husband, it was a backlash against the Eagles and Hotel California. That's the only thing that was ever played at that time on English radio, seemingly. On the BBC Radio 1, it was always Hotel California and the Animals, House of the Rising Sun, seemingly. I don't know. I can't remember that far back.
They only wanted to play polite music.
It was popular. People wanted to listen to it again and again and again, but not Sid Vicious and Co.
I have a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe it's, I don't know, member 1. And it says this is a look for name. Which
this
name
you just put the name in. So you need to know who you're talking about in the band. So it would be the band name. I wasn't sure who was going to take which parts, so it would be Nikki or Sunny or Sissy Bon or Bunny or Katie. So you just have to put in the name.
Okay, so April's name, I think, right?
Yeah, the band name,
because
Sissy
I'm
Bon.
reading that part.
Yeah.
And the band name?
The band name.
That's the band name?
Yeah.
I forgot.
Do you want me to remind you? Do you want me to remind
yeah,
you?
she is.
Okay, so Monik, you're Nikki.
No, I know who am I.
Yeah, but the others might have forgotten. So Traumwelt is Sunny. April is Sissy Bon. I'm Bunny.
Sissy Bon.
Tough Guy is Tough Guy, or Tough. We'll have to, just for now, and Shiny is still Shiny until next week maybe. So you could choose any band member apart from yourself, of course. Okay.
I got it. I will choose April.
Okay.
Sissy Bon.
Sissy Bon.
And she's Libra. Okay, perfect.
No, I'm Virgo.
Yeah. Really? So you want to change that? Because otherwise, what about the yin yang? So we need to keep it that way, I guess.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is this idea of promoting a new album. That's what normally rock bands do. They bring out a new album and they go on tour to promote the album. And what we seem to have here is what we might call a concept album. Shiny, you want to be Miffy? Oh, is that the little bunny? I love Miffy. Is that the one I'm talking? Is that the right one? There's a whole series of books with Miffy the rabbit, Miffy the bunny. Yay! Excellent choice. I love it. Oh, I wish I'd thought of Miffy now. Darn. So Shiny, you're Miffy. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay, so what they're doing is that you guys, you're touring your new album, and it's a concept album. Okay. Now, what might that mean? A concept album. Has anybody ever heard of this idea of a concept album? Has anybody listened to a concept album?
There exist more than one, or
Oh, yes. They're crazy as well, by the way. Concept albums are so funny. But they take them seriously. Sorry, Katie, yeah, take the mic.
I think of Pink Floyd's The Wall. You know,
that's one of the most
album?
famous. Yeah, absolutely.
That was a concept album.
Yep, The Wall. And I think it's the most famous one of them all. Because it's the concept is that Pink, yeah, is a person, and he battles with his place in society. Okay, and hence the "we don't need no education." If you think of David Bowie, he was big on concept albums too, and the Beatles, of course. Another famous Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band was a concept album. Okay. The Eagles. Oh yeah, they did it. The Who, Tommy. It wasn't just a concept album, that was a whole rock album. That was a rock opera, yeah? A rock opera, Tommy.
About the blind pinball.
That's
was
it,
really
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
He's a pinball wizard.
A little bit before my...
Yeah, I know, but you've got to watch. It's like watching Quadrophenia. You've got to watch it. These are musical films you must watch. Rock album, rock musical, but of course it was a concept album. The music stands on its own too. It also tries to tell a story. Trying to think of any others that you might. Quadrophenia, The Who. Okay, another one you must see. But there are modern concept albums too. Just trying to think of modern ones. Genesis were huge on concept album. Bon Iver, fantastic. Okay, I mean, what a voice! And he's put out a concept album recently, and that's For Emma, Forever Ago. You will have heard some of it on English radio. For Emma, Forever Ago. And it's being sold as a concept album, a tale of loneliness, longing and loss. But back in sort of 70s, 80s UK, the concept album was the thing, and the rock opera was the thing, and the big rock bands, that's what they were all into. Okay, any other questions? Now, you all know what Stonehenge is, yes? Some of you might have been there in Second Life. So you can imagine.
I didn't catch the name you say.
Stonehenge.
Ah, Stonehenge. Oh, of course.
Yeah, what they're doing, that's what I've called this, the band Stonehenge. When you're looking for it next week and you can't find it in your inventory, just search for Stonehenge. You should find this. Okay, so shall we do a quick read through before we finish today, and then we can carry on next week, okay? Traum has crashed, it looks like, but that's... She might have had to leave, actually. We are running over. Oh, the one thing you need to understand as well, Katie, in these sessions, we try to start on time. But finishing on time, yay, well, it's not likely. We're not run strictly to a timetable. Yeah, we
It's
lost
only
Hermine.
just turned 10. Only just turned 10 o'clock here, so that's not too bad.
Oh, okay, good. I just want to warn you. But you can, on these sessions, Kitely, and in the webinars, it's absolutely fine. You know, come, go, arrive. You might miss something, but you can always catch up on the stream if you need to. Okay, should we just do a quick read through? I'll take Traum's role. Oh, no, actually, Katie, you take Traum's role. Oh no, Traum's back. Welcome back, Traum. Yay, she landed on Shiny's head. Have you got voice still, Traum?
Sorry, I had problems. I couldn't hear you.
Okay,
So
can you hear us now?
Yes, perfect.
Good.
Perfectly.
Okay, I was just saying, we'll just do one quick read through so you can get a feel for the lines, and then we'll finish this session and we'll come back to it next week, okay? We'll give you a chance to say, can I say this? Can I change it to that? On the forum if you want to. Okay, so whenever you're ready, I think, Monik, you need to start. Sorry, Traum, yeah?
Link, could you send me the link again, please? I lost it by leaving.
The
When I
link
left.
to the forum or the note card?
The story we have to read right now.
The note card. Okay, here it is.
The note card, yeah. Please. Oh, okay, got it.
You got it? Good.
Oh.
I sometimes think that Traum's inventory is stuffed full of copies of note cards. Nothing else. Okay, so Monique, you start, then April, and then Monique and Traum. So keep an eye open. It's difficult, band member 1, band member 2. Monique, you've got the easiest job. So just watch out, make sure it's your line, okay?
Sorry, wasn't me?
Yeah, you are. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, yes, Traum, you're the promoter, sorry. Promoter, and then Monique, you're band member 1, April, you're band member 2. Yes, sorry. My bad.
Okay, I'll start. Do you feel that you are afforded the opportunity to express yourself musically the way you would like to?
Well, I think I do, you know, in my solos. My solos are my trademark.
Well,
I've had a... Sorry.
I've had a new idea for a new look.
Stage look for the band fashion after.
Designs of a zodiac.
The signs of a zodiac.
We needed a new look.
This is a look for a Sisbon. This is the Libra. They're sort of the yin yang.
The yin and the yang.
Sort of look. This is Sisbon. She is. No. What? Sort of look. This is gosh, I forgot. Beefy. She is the Capricorn. Sort of a goat look.
We can give you a little beard.
Is this a joke?
This is the
Excuse me, I asked, is this a joke?
A joke?
I wish I were
Cancer?
This is your crab face. Give me a chance. Give it a chance.
Wait, please, wait a minute. Have you any idea what it will cost to dress the band up as animals?
Oh, I don't. It don't cost nothing. It really doesn't.
They are not animals, they are signs of the zodiac.
They're animals.
It's a way to fight the drought. No, we've got the drought.
Well, that's true. I think mine would good better in doubly if it was done in doubly.
Oh, shut up.
I knew it wouldn't. I knew it wouldn't be. I'm quite open-minded enough.
No. There are solutions to all problems. I think we know what they are.
I've yet to hear them. I've yet to hear them.
We can take the rational approach. We can say,
May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion? I've got one other suggestion.
Well, let's hear yours. Let's hear your suggestion.
Stonehenge. Stonehenge. It will be the best production we've ever had on stage.
But we haven't got that equipment. We haven't got the equipment. We haven't got Stonehenge. Can't get a Stonehenge.
Not yet. Don't. Let's start.
We haven't got.
Please, just a moment. Musically, we all know the songs.
I think it will work. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Musically, we all know it, right? No problems musically. We go right on stage and it's quite simple. We can do this.
I know what the Stonehenge monument looks like. We don't have that kind of scenery.
I know, so we built our own Stonehenge. And that is it. It will look amazing.
Consider. It's done.
So you're just going to take care of it like that. You're going to find someone to build a Stonehenge on stage. Is that the plan?
Let's try.
If you can do it, I'll do the number.
Well done.
Yeah, very nicely read.
Fantastic.
And very funny. Funny parts. That was excellent dialogue. Very nice words.
Excellent. Well done. Now, if you notice as well, they get kind of a bit carried away. So when you see things repeated, okay, so she's, and then the bit that says, give me a chance, give it a chance. You have to sort of run it through quite quickly. Okay. Let me just see. There's another one where, may I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion? I've got one other suggestion. Getting overexcited, having an argument, and just being a little bit over the top. So for next week, a little bit speeding up. But this was the first read through. Fantastic. And next week we'll find out what happens, and I'll be interested to see if any of you can figure out what actually happens. Okay, it's all online, so it's up to you. If you want to do a bit of spoiler alert, you can find out what happens next week, which we will play through, you included. Yeah, absolutely, Shiny. We will need an artist next week. Okay, so next week we need an extra character as part of the performance for the artist. But as I say, if you go online and you look up Spinal Tap, this is a very famous scene. The language is a little bit choicer than is in this particular and I say it's not word for word, but if you just search this is Spinal Tap, you'll be able to find out what went wrong, what goes wrong. Okay, any questions before we wrap up? Monique, sorry. Yep.
Yeah. I couldn't get this part well. So when it says for the band fashioned after, what? I'm a little bit confused about this sentence.
Okay. Okay. That ... Okay. So again, it's this ... means you've not been given a. Sometimes it means you don't want to say what's coming next, but in stage production, in a script, it often means you're interrupted. So, a stage look for the band fashioned after, and then the promoter goes, the signs of the... So he interrupts you. You're not able to finish. So if something is fashioned after something, it's made to look like, okay, made to sort of be a copy or to be a representation of something. Yeah?
So if you finish the sentence, what would it be?
It would probably be the signs of the zodiac, but you're not allowed to finish your sentence. The promoter interrupts you. It happens a lot in conversations, yeah? People interrupt you. Monique?
Of course.
People interrupt you, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Just like that, okay? So somebody jumps in and you stop talking and you wait for your turn to talk. It's conversation. Conversation doesn't flow. It jumps around, and this is more of a conversational thing. That's why I like doing drama. It's a scripted conversation, if you like. Okay? So watch out for those little ... It often means the next person is going to interrupt you. I could add it to the script if you like, interrupts. But as I say, next week, with a bit of practice, you'll get a little bit speedier, a little bit faster. Okay?
Linda, I also have a question. May I ask it?
Of course you can.
Yes. The last sentence. If you can do it, does it mean you can do our outfit and I'll do the number and I'll do the song?
It's more if you can do it, as in if you can get this built. Okay? You're going to find someone to build Stonehenge on stage. So he says, yeah, why not? Let's try. And he says, if you can do it, if you can build Stonehenge on stage, I'll perform. I'll do the number. That's the musical number. The number is the song or the... it's not necessarily a song, the piece of music. Yeah, I'll do the number. Okay, I'll play. Okay?
The songs, so to speak.
Yes.
The songs.
Exactly. You build it, I'll play it. You hum it, I'll play it. Okay?
You do your job and I do my job.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But only if you do your job first. So it's a challenge to him to build Stonehenge on stage. Okay, thanks, tough guy. Next week, I want you to take a part. Take care. We'll see you in the next session. Bye. Okay, so I'll have to go too. But don't forget, you can ask any questions or share your ideas on the forum. And we can change the script if you want to add something or make it clearer. But I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you, Katie, for being part. It was nice. It's lovely having somebody else here.
No, that's good. I'll keep an eye on the calendar so I know what's coming up.
Yeah, do. It's really key, the calendar, to our sessions. If it says Kitely, we will be somewhere in the sim. We do use Second Life as a backup if there's any technical issues. But we haven't had to do that for ages. In fact, sometimes we use Skype as a backup. But I have to say, Kitely's been running so well for a long time. We haven't had to do that for ages. But anyway.
I really enjoyed that, and surprisingly enough, even though my English is good when I can get my tongue around it, I actually learnt quite a bit. So that was kind of
No
cool.
way!
Yeah,
You know, we're still streaming. We're still streaming. I have to warn you. I will become teacher to Australians. No! I'm sure you could teach me a lot about Australian English. I do my best to be international, but I know I'm stuck in British English quite a lot of the time, I'm afraid.
It's all right. It's proper English.
Yeah, I accept any old English me. Okay, take care then, and stay and chat if you want to, but I am going to have to love you and leave you. So I'm going to stop streaming now. Rorio from the forum, yeah, Rorio? Rory's a bit rock and roll,
Could
isn't
you please
it?
repeat the question? I didn't hear you.
Okay, you
Are you
need
asking
you need a band name,
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
stage name. If, for example, if I were to ask you who this person was, hang on, who is, and have you ever heard of Reginald White? Yeah? Have you
No.
ever heard of Reginald Dwight? Any of you? Do you know?
No.
Do you know him? Ever met him? Ever heard
Actually,
him?
I haven't either. No.
No? Oh. Who? Yeah. He's otherwise known as Elton John.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
His real name, he was born Reginald Kenneth Dwight. Okay.
Interesting.
But who's ever heard of a rock and roll star called Reginald?
Yeah.
So it's quite common for people to change their name in order to become more rock and roll, easier to remember, or maybe because there's already a Reginald Dwight who's famous and you don't want to share. Like Paul, if you were christened, if you were born into the family McCartney and they christened you Paul, you probably wouldn't want to join a band and be called Paul McCartney, because people would have, well, I wouldn't do it because it's so uncool, but other people might not do it because it would be confusing.
Teacher, is that referred to as a pseudonym or pseudonym?
Pseudonym,
Is that what it means?
it can be, yeah, but pseudonym can also have
When you
different.
take on-
Yeah, it can be. You might take on a pseudonym or a nom de plume when you're an author. It can also mean it's your crime name if you want to be a criminal. You might want a pseudonym too. So stage name is more to do with fame and changing your name for sort of famous reasons. Professional actors, singers would take on a stage name. Pseudonym can be that, of course, as it's a different name, but there are other uses for
so it's
having
like
a
wider use for that word.
Yeah,
pseudonym.
exactly. Tufguy can hear us but can't see us. Okay. We can't see you either, Tufguy, but you can hear us. Try.
Yeah, because
You might need to relog, Tufguy. I've got you as being nearby. But I can't actually see you can anybody see Tufguy? Is it just me?
not yet.
No, I'm expanding my view out, so I'm trying to do it slowly in case anybody's watching the stream. You do, Traum. Where is he? It's the invisible man.
I do see you. I can see you.
Okay, I can't. Maybe it's me.
Oh, I cannot.
Well, I can't see either.
No. It's a mystery, Tufguy. It's a mystery.
Okay, I just TP him.
Yeah, I've already TP'd him. There he is! Tufguy, you're with us. Yay! Well done. Well done. I don't know where you ended up, Tufguy. So, Tufguy, this is Katie. Katie, this is Tufguy.
Hi.
Hi.
It's all right. We're not outnumbered by women. It's okay. We're safe.
Yeah, Marco's
They're all nice.
Marco's abandoned you, Tufguy. I'm sorry. Okay, so let's see. Any names? So, band names. Okay. Or stage names. Or professional names. Has anybody come up with their stage name apart from April? Monique, have you decided on one?
Me?
Yep.
Yes, maybe I thought about that last week and I was thinking about Nikki. Monique, Nikki. I don't know.
So, how would you spell it? Because there's
Stupid,
lots of
sorry,
ways to spell Nikki.
Yeah, I know. Let me choose one of them. Say something like this.
Nikki, okay. Nikki. So we got Nikki and Sissy Bon. Excellent. Shiny, have you decided on a stage name, or do you just want to be Shiny? Because remember, I don't mind if you want to keep your avatar name. That's absolutely fine. Did you want to change to a stage name, Shiny, or did you want to be Shiny? And Traum, Let you think. Okay. What about Traum? Did you want to be Traumwelt in the band, or did you want to have a new name? Do you want to be Hermine in the
Okay,
band?
ask is not the stage name for the whole group. You want to know the name of myself.
Yeah, your own name within the band, because quite often pop stars, they'll change their name. Like Reg Smith doesn't sound so rock and roll, so they'll become they'll choose a stage name.
Spicy. From the Spice Girls. From Scary Spice.
True. It's
Okay, just to sort
Sunny.
of...
Sunny. I am Sunny.
Fanny!
Is that allowed? Yeah.
You can be Fanny if you want to. It'll go down a storm in the UK.
Sunny,
Sunny.
please.
Sunny.
Sunny! That's probably safer. I was a bit worried. I would be fine in America, but probably not so hot in the UK. But you'd be very popular.
Or Australia.
Oh yeah,
Australia,
you've got the same
you don't
problem
really
as...
know.
I love the way Americans call a bum bag a fanny pack, because I'm like, oh, that is so rude.
I know, I laugh very hard when I hear that.
Okay, so we've got Nikki, Sunny, we've got Sissy Bon. Tufguy, have you thought of a band name? Do you want to be Tough Guy? Do you want to be
I like the demands.
Yeah.
Am I the man? Katie? So, my name is April, and my musical name, is that right? Musical name? Or
stage name? My stage
professional
name, maybe. Or professional
stage
name. Yeah.
My stage is Sissy Bond. Why I chose this name? I think it is a little bit play of the words. My name is April Sis, so Sis is actually that part of my name, but and Bon is good actually in French, and in French you if you know French a little bit, you frequently hear maybe somebody said, c'est bon. That means, oh, that's good. And so it is a little bit a play of words. Here I took that ceci, I changed it to cis, and bon, I made it female. I made it female. I made it female to bon. So it is sissy bon, and it sounds nice. It's shiny.
I like it.
Me too.
It's nice and easy to
Very
say as
clever.
well. And you can imagine
It's
somebody
very clever
being,
to do that.
yeah, presenting Sissy Bong.
Here she is.
And then
Yeah, that's it, Monik. Here she is. You've all been waiting for her. It's Sissy Bong.
yeah,
Woo!
nice to say.
Okay, groupies. Okay.
So, before we go on to April's demands that she needs to keep her happy, has anybody else come up with a stage name? I think Katie, if you were to join the band, Katie would be perfect, by the way. But has anyone else come up with a name, or do you want to keep
That's
your...
already tricky now.
Yeah, it's nice though, because people look at it, and then when they figure out it's Katie...
Well, I'm just going to pretend to be a groupie and be here cheering
Excellent.
the band on quietly.
Hey guys, you've got your first groupie!
I be the groupie.
Perfect.
Got a little goblin groupie.
Fantastic, love it. He's your first
That
number
sounds
one fan.
There's
Now don't
my
worry, there
job
is no
for the
singing.
night.
There is no singing involved in this session. Okay. So, I've just had a little look at the last week's forum comments. Okay, so April, who's got her band name sorted. Tufguy is joining us. Okay, Tufguy, please read your notifications. Okay, more herding cats. Hang on. Okay, so April, would you like to read out just to tell everybody why you've decided on your band name, what your band name is, and what your special requests are? I love it, by the way.
To be honest, I haven't.
You can't remember what you wrote now,
at this
can
moment, I don't have my forum opened at this moment. Let me see.
I can cut and paste it for you if you want.
Yes.
Here you go.
Oh, can you hear that? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, the
Oh my
lady in the
goodness.
corner.
That's not my mistake.
Sorry, she is going to go. She's
Alright,
going
you
to
know?
go. Honestly, I'm going to kill her.
Oh,
I'm so sorry. She's so annoying,
Yes,
isn't
you
she? I've been playing Katie with a
Oh,
little
it's okay.
character that pops up on the forum, but every time you open a page, she pops up. She's so stupid. Hello, you made it. Well done. Oh my goodness. Shut up. Sorry guys. Fail. Hashtag fail.